Well, same first pick as last time, right? It's got to be Manifold. That card was... I mean, that card is disgusting and was disgusting for me for the most part, except when it got Relic Warden. What else could we pick? Could pick Tropical, but that puts me dangerously close to green. I said no green. Or no, like, mono green slash something. I'd rather try to not be green at all. Necromancy, keep an eye out for Reanimator stuff. Pass in Flames could be good in Storm. So let's see, Mental Picture. Tropical Island, Necromancy, Pass in Flames, Gush, and both Titans. Young Will. Pick 2 Young Will. I'm not opposed to Storm. I don't like forcing Storm, but Gush is unplayable in Storm. It's probably not the worst the turn you go off, right? In the Ritual version. I think Gush is kind of okay, but I don't want to pick Leovold, especially with first pick Mana Vault. What else can I pick? I mean, it's got to be Yagmoth's Will, right? I guess Impulse, right? Impulse would be pretty good. But I mean... Alright, drafting this. I'm drafting Mono Green game. No, I'm just kidding. Niv is kind of cool, too. That's kind of all over the place. There's no good card for Storm here, which is a bit worrying. Alright, if I'm not Storm with these first 2 cards, I could take Fatal Push. Can you be like a value? Is Yagmoth's Will ever good for value in the cube? I mean, obviously you have... It's not really, right? Feel like we'll have... I mean, I could be mono black, right? And just use Manifold to cast turn 5 Grishelbrand and whatnot, and just play Yagmoth's Will for value on turn 7 or 8. Fatal Push is also decent against, like, hate, right? Against Eidolons and stuff. Exert, yeah, I kind of despise. I don't know, maybe I should try drafting Splinter Twin. I'll take the Fatal Push. Massacre Worm, Bergy. I mean, whoa. Hey, Naughty. I also opened Necromancy. Hey, Naughty, is it cool if I only play the sub alert once, or do you want them all since we're in the draft and stuff? You have to bomb and run? Man, this is a tough pick. I kind of want to take Massacre Worm, but obviously it's not Storm if we pick Massacre Worm. I think in pure Storm... I don't want to... I'm going to take the Massacre Worm. I don't know. Alright, should have picked Bergy. Alright. I don't know. I got distracted by the... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 gifted subs. Alright, I blew it, chat. I'll gladly recognize I blew it on the Massacre Worm pick. To be fair, it's not that bad to have that card, like, for your sideboard or to 2 or 4. I think top's really good, right? Top with Storm's kind of a combo. It helps you set up stuff. It's like nothing else you want anyways. What's on top? Yellow hands. Naughty, thank you so much for all the gifted subs. You're incredibly generous. Just 328 gifted subs total. Dude, Corey B got a stream. Yeah, I'm gonna take Tutor. Darkfleet Shore is nice too, but with Yagmoth's Will. I guess Chandra? I mean, it could still be a train wreck. It could end up red-black or white-black. Maybe I should take Scudder. What am I most likely to end up in if I train wreck? I think Storm's doing okay. That's in front stable, that's, you know, pretty good sign. Alright. This is like random sideboard cards. Alright, I guess I'm reneging the subawares roll. Mentor would have been great. Maybe I take over 2 for 1. Is that table? Alright, audibling. Let's go, mono green. Dude, how is this miss us still in the pack? What the hell? Bonfire, yeah, that'd be DMCA'd these days. Everything is just DMCA'd. Classic, no one's playing mono red, no one's playing mono white. It's like impossible to practice for like competitive drafting if ever you had to play vintage cube for high stakes, because in these mono drafts, no one drafts mono white, no one drafts mono white, because everyone's just trying to do the cool stuff. Alright, it's the pick here, just fact or fiction. Yeah, I could have had a good black deck, but we're gonna have a good storm deck, I think. Naughty, I don't know if you're still around, but thanks again for the 10 gifted subs. Appreciate it. Alright, what's the pick here? What's the pick? Just Signet? Or Sideboard Pyroclasm? Or... I'm not going to be able to cast a Cryptic. Yeah, I'll take Signet. I might not play it, but ooh, Watery Grave. Watery Grave is good. Manamorphose is good, but not like key or anything. Let's take Watery Grave. I'm probably going to take Blackleaf Cliff. What else would I take? Alright, let's try to, like, let's do spring cleaning here. We're not doing that bad. We have like 8 cards plus 2 lands. That's not too bad. Frantic Search, I'm assuming, is the pick here. It's kind of the nuts was Yawgmoth's Will. Empty the Warren's bad win con. We have the best win con. We have Tendrils, so that's always nice. Like Yawgmoth's Will, Tendrils. I guess Looting. Not sure if that card's super great, but it might be okay. Tezzeret just better. I already have Frantic Search, so I don't really need like too many cards like Looting and stuff, but what I'm really looking for is LED and Rituals. Obviously Black Lotus would be the best card ever, but Dark Ritual, LED are the like reasonable cards I can hope for. That'd be really, really nutted. Yeah, this deck's gonna be. It should be great, unless I get really unlucky. The fact that I have Yawgmoth's Will and Tendrils already is really good. I'm just missing the rituals now. Plus, I have the Past in Flames too, so I can really pick these rituals just over everything pretty much. Alright, Lotus Bloom or Dig for Time. I mean, Lotus Bloom is okay-ish. It might just be worse than Dig, though. You think Lotus is better? You don't have it in your opening hand, though. And this deck's not really going to need Lotus if I get the rituals. Dig is very bad in this. I mean, yeah, it's a non-bow with Yawgmoth's Will, but in the grinding games and stuff. Alright, I mean, I think ideally I'd rather not have to play something like Lotus Bloom. Alright, this is going pretty poorly, not gonna lie. I'll take Expansion Explosion. There's nothing else. I mean, I guess Mastermind, 4 mana tutor, that sounds kind of awful. Alright, we're getting kind of wrecked here. I mean, to be fair, this pack I don't think had much for me anyways, but... I could take another duel in case... What would I need to splash? What's in my sideboard? Wait, how do you show? I'm gonna stick Larby. This is not going well. I need a strong third pack. I don't know. I got tricked. I don't know what's going on. I think I just got unlucky with the packs. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many? 4, 5, 6, 10, 11? It's gonna be tough. I can still go nuts in the... I mean, I could play few removal spells in the main deck. And I can go nuts in the third pack. I can get 10 playables if, I mean... If the cards weren't open this draft. Do you think there's another Storm Drafter in the pod? I mean, Manamorph was stable. I think the packs are just heinous. I mean, why would anyone go into Storm, like... Because there was an Empty the Warrens? What were you saying, Kang? That there's another Storm Drafter when Manamorph was stable and it was like the second best card? I was getting scared though. I think the packs were just bad. I think it's just probably variance, but could be wrong. Feel of Ruin Mana Fixing? Or Regrowth? Does Regrowth do anything in my deck? I need the fixing. Classic reads. The classic Kang reads. I think there's another Storm Drafter in the pod. No Black Lotus. Never lucky. Alright, we need to maximize picks. So I think I should take Spirebluff Canal and hope to table Cabal Ritual. But if that Ritual doesn't wheel, I'm just dead. It should wheel, right? How badly do I need the fixing? Pretty badly. Spirebluff Canal could wheel as well. Alright, let's not be scared here. Alright, I think it's Lotus Petal. I don't need Brain Freeze. I don't need Seagate. Spellseeker 2 or less. Don't need Spellseeker. I want to take Lotus Petal even though I don't like the card. I mean, I do have Yawgmoth's Will, so I think it's like decent, but I could be convinced to take something else. Petal. Yeah, I think it's like reasonable. Yikes. Wrecked again. I could take Karn or I could take JVP. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not sure what else. Turnabout? No, Turnabout does nothing. Turnabout is like super mediocre. JVP doesn't do much. I have nothing to flashback. It's like a looter. I don't know, is Turnabout good? I could be wrong. Seems bad to me. I guess it's like... I guess I'm not going to be killing until I have 4 or 5 lands in play. So as long if I have 5 lands in play, it's like a bad ritual. Because it's like kind of hard to cast ritual. I'll take JVP. It could be sideboard, like you bring in JVP in Modern and Blue-White Control against like humans and whatnot, because they have no removal. I could do the same thing. Just bring in JVP after sideboard. Could take Vision. I think I'm going to take Badlands. I mean, I could take Wish Claw, but I despise that card. I think I'm going to take Badlands. I do need spells, though. I am aware I need spells. Mind's Desire? Is Mind's Desire good? Or should I take Narset? I'm not sure, actually. Easy Narset. Narset's double blue. It's hard to cast. I don't take Mind's Desire. I might need it. Alright, no rituals, apparently. Oh, no. Here's a ritual. Nice. On-color Signet. Dynamo, Repeal. Repeal is nice for the Storm count. Ragna's Signet is obviously nice because it's nice. I don't know here. Maybe Dynamo? Maybe I need just the cheats of Dynamo. I don't think I'm going to take Repeal though. Repeal Manifold is kind of nice. You guys like the Signet? Alright. Ooh, a Misty. I guess I only have Watery Grave. Commit. That would have been good as Narset potentially, but a bit slow. I don't think Commit makes a ton of sense in my deck. Damn, just take the Misty Ring forward. Alright, thank God. Maybe I just need Brain Freeze? Seagate, 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 Seagate. Seagate does very, very little for me.
Yellow Hat Pigeon.
Whoa! The resub, smart but worthless. Thank you so much. Oops. Oh, whatever. I'm not gonna play either of these cards. The huge raid, Kenji. What's up? I'm available, Kenji, by the way, if you need a coach to learn how to sequence your pathways. I can help you out. But yeah, appreciate it, bud. Welcome, everyone. Should I take Malworka here? I do have like 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, no. Alright, sideboard card. Yeah, we have like... How about a train wreck? Maybe. Semi-train wreck. We're like an LED or a Dark Ritual short of having a pretty decent deck, I think. We're like 3 rituals from having a great deck and like 2 ritual. Oh, isn't that card good in Thingy? That card's kind of good, right? Alright, let's put the lands here. Alright. Let's see the maybes. I mean, I have lots of maybes. Just putting all the cards that are in my color. Alright, I think this is the 19 cards I want. And then I probably want 17 lands, and then I want to play 4 more cards. I don't think Brazen Bar is very good. Neither that, neither that. I think Firebolt is probably reasonable. At least it's a cheap spell if I'm storming off. Maybe these 4? Could play one of the big creatures. On an alternate win condition, maybe. But I don't think that's going to get there. I don't know how you're supposed to drive your cube deck. If you're supposed to have like Push and Bolt, or if you're supposed to have like Glorybringer and Massacre Worm. They're just gonna steal games. But I doubt that's how it works. I feel like these four make sense. Alright. Should I play Field of Ruin or not? It's fixing. It's a land in my graveyard that I can bring back with Yawgmoth's Will. It's not like I'm going to do anything, right? I think it makes sense, actually. I think in this specific deck it might be good to play Field of Ruin main, but who knows. Alright. I have what? I have some early blue. Pretty even, right? Pretty even. I have one of each dual, and then I have an extra black land, an extra water grave, an extra bad land. So I can afford like one less black. So I should do something like that. Plus I have Ragdos Signet. I have double blue. It's probably good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 on each, plus a Ragdos Signet. Could do maybe one extra blue and one less black. I think that's reasonable too. Yeah, I think I can do one less black, one more blue. Because of Turnabout, I guess. Mind's Desire, potentially. Could also just not play that Field of Ruin and play a Swamp instead. Alright, I'm gonna do... I think whoever said Field of Ruin sideboard is right. You might get paired against a deck that has like very few non-basics. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not confident, honestly. I have no idea if this deck's good or not. It seems kind of bad to me. Just because I didn't get LED or enough rituals. Cabal Ritual could be the best one. I do have a bunch of ways to fill up my graveyards. Alright. What if they have Wasteland? Do I care? Not really. I could... Probably not unhappy if they go with turn 1 Wastelands. Maybe it's still bad to play your non-basic. No, I think I drafted fine. Maybe that was one of the very early picks that I messed up. Where I wasn't like super committed to Storm, but I mean I was only Storm drafter and I had like really important cards early on so I could commit and just didn't work out. Preordain, one bottom, one top. I could have discarded the Firebolt. I can always discard it next turn. Actually, that's not true. I might just kill my JVP next turn. I should have discarded the Firebolt right away. Or either just play Thief of Sanity this turn and I'll look like a genius. Is Thief of Sanity even in the cube? Esper Graham. Scary stuff. They've got all their colors. They preordain turn 1. Little Grim Monolith. I love my chances. I wonder if I should play Mana Vault now to save the 1 mana. Stormcon could be relevant if I had Mind's Desire. I can always play it next turn. I mean, who knows? I might want to discard it to Jace too. Alright, they've got 7 mana. Ugh. I didn't get a discard spell either, cheap discard spell. I mean, these cards are premium picks, so it's not surprising. Happens. If they flip it, I get it, right? I can also just kill it with my Firebolt. It's a token, it can't flip. Just gonna take exile. Actually, that's a good point. I forgot about that. So as long as it's not Mind Twist. Alright, Mind's Desire would be an amazing draw here. Can I kill them with Tendrils? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe? Wow. I mean, I should just blow up that Muldrifter, right? I could Frantic Search, because I'm going to draw so many cards, so I could see if maybe I draw the nuts first. And then if I don't, I can just Explosion for 4? Or... no, I can Explosion for 7? Or I can play around Days. Yeah, I think we should try and win it too. I think playing that Frantic Search is pretty good. I agree. You don't need to copy the Frantic, really? Oh, that seems bad. The question is, do I play around Days or not? I mean, I'm not in a rush this game, right? Doesn't seem like they're... I guess they just drew 2 cards. Six. 6 is good. I should target them, actually. Did I do it right? Cowards playing around Days. Inspiring Spike. Happy anniversary to us. Thanks for the sub. Thank you, thank you. Alright. Can try and go off next turn. I figured I'd keep blue for Tutor. I was thinking about Tutor. I do have Lightning too, or Looting too. Yeah, I could Tutor for a Red Ritual. I might take it slow. It depends on what they do. I might just say go one more time and then turn about them. If they say go, I'm just gonna not do anything and turn about. End of their turn. Kaya. Ah, that's pretty good. I can get Manamorpho and Frantic Search. It's kind of annoying. What hard counters can they have for 1 blue? There's no hard counters for 1 blue, right? Do we have the rest? We do not. Did it exile the good ones? Negate. White Remand. I don't really want to give them one more turn. I just get... Yeah, I can go for it. I can Factor Fiction, right? There's not that many counters in the cube. Famous last words. I also just have like tendrils in hand, right? And they're at 14 already. So even if they counter, question is, do I play fact or fiction first? How much mana do I have? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, I should play fact. You think they would counter the turnabout? They could just save it for Yagmoth's turnabout. I wouldn't counter turnabout if I was them. Because if you counter turnabout, then they just go off again next turn, right? And you still lose. I've played a land. The top is like a free spell. This goes to my yard. How much mana do I have? Do I have enough to go Yagmoth's Will, they counter, and I can still go... Alright, I'll take Past in Flames. That's kind of a good matchup for us, kind of the do-nothing Esper deck. 7. I mean, I can play a few more spells. I can play top. I can probably play Ragdos Signet. I can probably play Turnabout. Have enough mana left to counter it. I mean, I don't see how they would have a counter at this point, but who knows. Land, tap. I'll just tendrils them now, I guess. No, I should keep playing spells. I don't know what live gain people have, but I'm not gonna show them anything too special. Should I keep playing spells? I'll just cast tendrils now, because I can recast it. Was Past in Flames, and I have like, in case I have something weird, I have Expansion Explosion. Flusterstorm? I don't think Flusterstorm is in the cube. I could bring in Empty the Warrants against Esper. Nah, card's pretty bad. Why did we see Fractured Identity and Muldrifter? And their Esper colors, so... I look like young Eugen Levi. I don't know like who Eugen Levi is. Probably very good looking. Not that good. He's alright. I don't know. He has a big nose and dark hair and glasses, I guess. I don't think I look like him, but it's kind of whatever. Gabriel just assuming every kid grows up reading DC Universe comic books. That's not how the world works, Gabriel. I grew up reading Tintin, Lucky Luke, Asterix, a little Dragon Ball Z later. I'm not sure Push and Bolt are doing much in this matchup. Maybe I should just have like... I think Firebolt was kind of okay this game. They might have random beat. They might just also bring in like random cheap creatures. Just because of the deck I'm playing. Usually these Esper decks, they just don't have that much counterplay to your combo because there's not that many counter spells and, you know. Asterix? I don't know. I thought they were all the nuts. I really liked all of them. Lucky Luke, Asterix, Tintin. Stormcolor good? Why is Stormcolor good? I almost have enough. Oh wow, Creeping Tar Pit. The clock. It's ticking. Time goes by so slowly. I've been listening to Madonna. No, I don't know why it like popped up in my head. Time goes by so slowly. This is like a modern deck. Creeping Tar Pit into Seachromco's JVP. Have I played any Time Spiral Remastered draft? No. Does anyone know if Time Spiral Remastered is fun? I'm sure it is. Drafting's always fun. What a dumb question. Alright. I'm wondering if they're going to play cards that do anything in this matchup this game. Hopefully not. They have a pretty fast clock, 4-turn clock. Thinking about saving Frantic Search because I have Mind's Desire in my deck. I don't think saving my Frantic Search for the turn you're trying to go off with Tendrils is necessary. Oh. Oh, that's kind of GG. I have Fatal Push in my deck. I don't even have Revolt yet, right? Oh, and this guy's 5 mana anyways. I can copy to kill their JVP. Can I go off maybe? Can I maybe go off? Copy that. Get Cabal Ritual. And hope one of my top 2 cards is Yawgmoth's Will. Or other way around. Get Yawgmoth's Will. So that's what we call. Alright, their deck's pretty good. Is Cabal Ritual even enough to do anything? Could Tendrils them for 2. And I only have to Tendrils them for 8. Let's see, if I draw Cabal Ritual exactly. 5 mana, 6, 7, 8. Yawgmoth's Will. 5 mana, Frantic Search. I'll just Tendrils them right now. I feel like I'm not gonna have the mana to cast Tendrils twice the turn I go off. Oh, that's kind of dumb. Should I have like not played it so it doesn't go in my yard? So why didn't, why did they cast it? I don't know. They're probably gonna like use it to flashback Lingering Souls. They're not thinking. Alright, probably not gonna matter. I wonder if they have Time Walk as well. I bet they have Time Walk. Might have not taking them as long to Relic. That's actually a decent hate card. Could bring in Bitter Blossom. It's like, okay, versus Lingering Souls and Shinobi, it gives me blockers and stuff. Sacred Relic. May do Bar and Bitter Blossom. And maybe Glorybringer. They have like Fractured In. Their deck's pretty good. They have like Ancestral Tutor, Fractured Identity, Shinobi, and then they have the Relic against me. That's kind of a beating. I could cut Faithless Looting. Faithless Looting's pretty mediocre. I'm just gonna cut Looting and have the Glorybringer in my deck. Sounds not the worst. Factor Fiction to kill them. I think I have to keep. Alright, I have Colonnade and Tar Pit. All the win cons. I'll get that. I have Water Grave in my deck. Save the 1 damage, I guess. I guess I shouldn't thin my deck, right? We'll see. Alright, that's fine. Guess it's good as Nanjutsu. I wonder if I should tutor in Factor Fiction. Probably. This way I save the mana. I go tutor now for something good like a ritual. Maybe Cabal Ritual, and then I Factor Fiction. And I have a big 5th turn, hopefully. Alright. It's not the end of the world. Frantic Search. I feel like Frantic Search was worse than Factor Fiction. Worse. I feel like it was one of the worst cards in my hand, honestly. Think about Ritual's probably just the best card, but or I could upkeep Tutor. It's like a spell. But then I'm not gonna have the mana to do anything. Upkeep Tutor. They may have Pierce. It doesn't matter what they may have. I literally cannot beat counter spells. I'm not even sure why you're saying that. I don't know what your point is. Are you saying because they took Frantic Search, they might have Spell Pierce? Is that your point? Maybe. Either way, I contribute to Spell Pierce this game. Their deck's nice. They even have Underground Sea and Strix. It's not very impressive in game 1. I mean, even in game 1, they played like Malice into Identity. That's like pretty good against most decks. And alright, Shinobi again. No. Time Twister. Okay. Warbringer seems pretty good here. think I should do Glorybringer for now, right? Set up the rest. What about later? Do I take Ritual or JVP Signet? Both piles are pretty good. JVP and Top are both kind of nice. I think I'm going to take this file. There's also hand size, I guess. Ooh. Huh. And Conjecture seems busted. It all seems really good. I feel like I should lead with Glorybringer. Subs to 5-4. I don't think I can really kill them this turn, right? Next turn I might have enough mana to do some cool stuff. I can tutor into turnabout. It's not enough to have threshold. Thinking tutor, turnabout, ritual, top, Mind's Desire for 5. Alright, well I can just bait, right? I can just play Conjecture next turn. Or if the tap out, I could go for it. Tutor for Yawgmoth's, turnabout Yawgmoth's. Tutor for Yawgmoth's, play a land, turnabout, gain 1 mana, 7 mana, +3, 10 mana, Yawgmoth's, 7 mana, turnabout, this, tutor. I mean, I can kill them if they don't have a counter spell. Do I get wrecked? If I go Conjecture, and I can't really get wrecked, right? I think I can play it safe. I don't think I need to, like, gamble. I hope I have an island left. If I'll lose because I don't have an island left, I'm gonna... Right. I could try. I could bait with turnabouts. And then play... Alright, turnabout, gain 2, 8 mana, play Conjecture, get back turnabout. Or I could get back that Fact or Fiction. I don't know. I'm gonna just play Conjecture. I think they're gonna attack with Colonnade. They have 6 lands and 2 breaks in hand. Alright, well. I mean, I can't really necessarily beat a force here. Tutor for Yawgmoth's, turnabout, ritual, Yawgmoth's. I mean, if they don't have a counter, I win. Is Bastion Flames better? Not really, it's all the same, right? Yes, Bastion Flames is a bit better against Force of Will. Yeah. Alright, I was scared for nothing. Should I do Mind's Desire? No, I'm joking. Alright, we got there. Playing in Snape. Too bad I don't have like his cards right. I don't have anything I want to keep her for right now, right? Fact or fiction.
Don't force Storm, they said. Where else would we get this cutting edge of RC drama?
I don't know what you're talking about. Mob head for eyes. Not very practical, but appreciate the resub. Huh. I should main phase it, right? Man, it's pretty bad. I think I want to tutor for fact or fiction, right? It's like pretty good in my deck. Is tutoring for Cabal Ritual enough? Doesn't do much. Ketchups. Guten Abend, Ketchups. Wie geht's? Ich habe eine Storm Deck gedraften. I'm sure gedraften is excellent German. Ich brauche nicht Looting und ich glaube, ich brauche nicht Mind's Desire. Battle, Youngmas Will, 1 mana. Play battle, yeah. Gedrafted. It actually works. You add G in front of draft and it's like works. Gedrafted. Sehr schön. Ich glaube, ich will Tutor für Fact or Fiction und Lotus Petal plus Fact or Fiction, aber vielleicht nicht. 4, 5, 5. Ich habe keine Ahnung. Ja, Cabal Ritual oder Fact or Fiction. Cabal Ritual, Lotus Petal, Expansion Cabal Ritual. 1, 2, 3. Polizei. Haha. 1, 2, 3. 6 Mana. Youngmas Will. 3 Mana. 4 Mana. 5 Mana. Frantic Search. Alright. Lotus Petal, Cabal Ritual, Copy Cabal Ritual, Youngmas Will, Free Black Floating. Wait, does it need to be Free Black Floating? Yeah. Free Black Floating. How many cards in my yard then? 4, 5, 6. So if I'll have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Cabal Ritual will be 5 actually. So it'd be 6 black, play the Lotus Petal, 7, sack it for blue, play Frantic Search, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think they're dead, but I could be wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I might be one short. I can play the tutor. Alright, I think they're dead. I think I can just play that tutor. Alright, hopefully I don't mess it up. Gabriel, you were in my chat and also... Nice, I like it. Thanks for the raid, bud. Welcome everyone. I think we're about to storm off chat. Hopefully I didn't like totally brain fart. But I don't think I did. Play the Lotus first, or play the 1, 2, 3. Oh, right, Yagmosul is exiled. I did kind of brain fart, but I think I might still be good. Or am I 1 mana short? I think I actually have exactly enough. But anything that deals damage? I guess I should put Firebolt on top in case I was actually 1 short. Oh, I am 1 short. Where did I miscount? I think I counted that I could... I think I miscounted that I had 5... Yeah, I don't know. I think I miscounted something. I know I have no red mana, but please not just have to draw non-tap red and kill them, right? Unless they gain life. Alright, maybe I didn't have to go for it. They're gonna kill me pretty fast. I have like, what, 2 turns to draw red? 3 maybe? Oh god. I blew it. Huh. That was rough. I would have been in kind of tough shape because I had a fast clock. Alright, I want to keep Bolt and Push. I think the rest is pretty good though. Could do Pyroclast. We have our own cheap creatures though. Glory be for cost. Yeah, could do. Alright, this hand's pretty good. Man. But I don't have artifact hate for my Ragdos Signet. I guess I messed up, right? I could have gotten an activation off top in. That was pretty loose. Man, they're playing 4 color was Mutavault. Omnath Mutavault. Nothing to see here. Absolutely no greed whatsoever. Yeah, playing Signet first would have let me activate top. Ooh, they drew the Bolt turn after I killed their Swiftspear. They're like mono red burn splashing for Omnath. No big. Probably just take whatever 2 spells they give me. The lands and Manamorpho is kind of nice. It's good piles, not putting the lands with Turnabout, smart. My JVP is not that exciting. But Turnabout is... I'll just Fireball Duran, I guess. Saves me some damage. Pretty unlucky. I can draw that. Petal, tendrils. Could just like explosion for 1. Let's see, I've played Manamorphos. I can play Petal, Tendrils, drain 6, go up to 13. Then they attack for 4, down to 9. Alright, well, let's draw. Play the Lotus Petal. Can beat a Koth. I can beat a 3 damage burn spell. I can beat Omnath. I think I should just kill it. Man, maybe they do a counter spell. Well, could have Manathice. It's not impossible. I think I'll just do 4. Plus keeping the Petal might be mana I need. Wow. I'm pretty unlucky this game. I think I played it pretty well. But yeah, it's Neon CFB Pro. For those of you who don't know, CFB Pro is the premium side of Channel Fireball. The Channel Fireball website was in-depth deck guides from the whole pro team, except me because I don't like to write. And all week they're going to be updating, you know, deck guides since we've been testing and stuff. So there's going to be updates and deck guides for all the major historic archetypes, along with, you know, standard, modern, every format basically. So you should check it out, CFB Pro, and you can always use code YellowHat if you shop at Channel Fireball. That helps me out. But yeah, shout out to my sponsor, Channel Fireball. That feels bad. My 1 creature runs into their 1 Shriek Maw. Bolt Red and 6 or Bolt Mutable turn was key? What do you mean? Firebolt is a sorcery. I'm not even sure if I should acknowledge these comments. I guess I should point out that kind of stuff. It's fine. Alright, I'm going to play looting. It's not great because it's card disadvantage, but then I get the second part. That's the flashback is not card disadvantage. I think I just keep the lands. I mean, that card's pretty tempting, right? It's just so good if you actually get to do it, but I guess I could keep, I actually don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I was thinking keeping lands just because I have expansion explosion. Probably could have sequence my lands, but it's better. Yeah, I could have sequence maybe better. Not a raid. All the raids tonight. Gilac, salut. Bienvenue tout. Pas le plus long stream ce soir. Ça, c'est mon dernier match. J'étais debout hier jusqu'à 6h du mat. T'as annoncé ce que tu jouais, Giroc? Il a lâché le morceau, Giroc. Moi, j'ai pas encore annoncé. Yo, Théo. Ça joue quoi? Cycling et Gen Food. Ok. Annoncé, commenté. Moi, je parlerai de mes choix demain. I'll be talking about the decks I'm playing tomorrow on the podcast. And historic decks like kind of a brew, so I won't be going too in details. Let's see. My hand's pretty good, right? I should not loot right away. I mean, that land, I guess. I could loot the land away. Cycling and food. Anyways. Good luck this weekend to all the Frenchies qualified. And welcome to all the Frenchies. That's a yikes. Well, at least I have Tendrils in hand. But yeah, that card's going to be pretty hard to beat. And also it means I have to go off in the next 2 turns, right? The ultimate just kills me. Let's see what they get. They got Frantic Church, Sensei's Divining Top, and a land. Alright, now I have like 2 pretty bad cards, Land and Fatal Push. Both pretty bad. To have time for Lotus Bloom. Suspend, they go up to 7, 2. They go up to 9, 1. They go up to 11. Go up. You can also Fireball the Ashiok one time, but I don't even think I need to. I think I get my Lotus before they get Ultimate. Oh no, I don't get my Lotus. They go to 7, 2, 9, 1. Yeah, 11. Yeah, okay. It's minus 10. Okay. How many Yorions in my brew? Who knows? Could be 4. Could be all. Alright, they got nothing relevant. Yikes. Mini Ancestral Recall. Pass in Flames. Okay, Pass in Flames secured. Not as good as Yawgmoth's, but I should probably play that Firebolt on some. I'll just play the Firebolt on Legionnaire, I guess. This way they play Grave Titan, they don't have Legionnaire. Oh. Alright, I have Fatal Push in the graveyard. It's not the end of the. They might actually just take Pass in Flames, right? That's... no. What do we value more here, the spell or the mana? I mean, I basically need to draw Yawgmoth's Will. Wow. Using that Fire Vault cost me the game, potentially. Tough. I'm going to value the spell because I have Mind's Desire in my deck. So I'm going to keep Vault in here. I guess I wouldn't have had the mana to flashback Fire Vault. Alright, I got Mind's Desire, that's pretty bad. So like 10% chance of drawing Yawgmoth's Will, and I need them not to have a counter. Also Fact or Fiction probably wins me the game. So that's like 2 outs. Bit unlucky. I'd have misplayed was a Firebolt, maybe not. Tutor. I mean, they're just gonna. What does that do? Exile all cards from all opponents' hands and. Firebolt seem pretty good against them. Looting, you can always board out. This dude. I'm giving them creatures for Ashok. Was Ashok Nightmare Muse played a lot in Standard? I can't remember. Did we force Storm? No. We kind of got a really early Yawgmoth's Will. We went like Mana Vault into Yawgmoth's Will. We got our Tendrils pretty early too. We got a bit unlucky with the packs. We're the only Storm players and there's just nothing in the packs for us. There's a lot of packs with blanks. Just got a little unlucky. I think I'm like 3 cards short or something from having a good start. Canister, did you tell the world what you were playing or not yet? I'm asking everyone. Firebolt MVP. Sultai in Standard. Yeah, sounds good. Almost played Sultai. I guess I'm not playing Sultai. Big reveal. Yikes, again. That was pretty good against me, especially... I mean, turn 1 confident into Ashok. It's like some nice draws there. I guess a confident did nothing, but... Alright, that's pretty nice too. You're playing Mystery and Historic. Forehead. Does that mean you're playing John Food or actual Mystery? Wait, I thought you were going to play 4-color Doom. I told you to play 4-color Doom in Standard, and you said you were just going to play it. Do you believe me? Why you no trust, Canis? Weird play. Makes very little. Should I save it now for the turn I play Minds? Probably not. Was it my Brazen Boar? Or theirs? Right. Bye bye Yawgmoth's Will. Still have Fast and Flames though. And Night Reaper. Those. I'm gonna play a land in case they have a Daze. I could just go for it before they get my Tendrils. think I like playing Glorybringer first. Could be a mistake. Might have Heartless Act in their deck against me after sideboard. Rip. Alright, don't exile Tendrils, please. Alright. Alright, I don't need much actually. I need like a chief spell or two. I need a lot. I don't know why I said I need to hit. Yeah, I don't even know. A lot of life game. That was not the draw. Alright, I should start with Frantic Search, right? So if I discard Mind's Desire and Lotus Bloom, I can play Canal, Turnabout. One floating. 6, 7, 8 mana, and then I can pass in Flames, and I can turn about again, and Frantic Search. Well, I'm definitely discarding Lotus Bloom. So I can discard. Why am I just discard the. I discard the Mind's Desire. I discard the Pass in Flames. It's the same thing, right? No, it's not. Discards Mind's Desire. Float 5. Float 1. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Play Pass in Flames. Play Turnabout. 6 mana. Play Frantic Search. But if I just discard Pass in Flames and I just Turnabout's Mind's Desire, I mean, that's way less spell. So Frantic Search, I just lose if Mind's Desire is in my, if thing is in my top 2, right? So that's not great. How many spells? What's the storm count? Storm count is 4, so it'd be Mind's Desire for. Then Tendrils is 6, but I need way more. I think I need to cast Frantic Search and get lucky. I think I just need the extra. Yeah. I mean, it's like 20%, like 15% I lose on the spot if I Frantic Search and. Oh no. Never mind. It's not removed. It's not exiled. Never mind. I'm dumb. I could still like hit Cabal Ritual. Yeah. No. Actually. Yeah. Okay. I'm dumb. It's not like Yagmoth's Will where it's exiled. They go to the yard, and then I could still hit Cabal Ritual to cast my Tendrils. I need to like hit Cabal Ritual, Desperate Ritual. Oh no, Desperate Ritual is exiled. I was thinking I would cast Pass in Flames again. Alright, anyways. Moot point. Alright, let's spin the wheel, chat. I need some good hits, but I think maybe I. Oh, there's the Tendrils. It's a good start. There's top. Tutor. Should I tutor in response? That makes no sense. Brazen. Am I one short again? Or do I have Xaxes? Looks like I might have Xaxes. This is only open and spells, right? Can I conjecture any? Pedal on top. Okay, I should not do anything. What should I bounce the goblins? Or the Ash Shock maybe? Yeah, we might have lethal. I don't know. They can gain free life. I think we have exactly lethal. Let's see if I draw my Lotus Petal. No. Wow. That was that's pretty lucky. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I could bring in MT, but then my deck gets worse and worse. I have all these like really bad. What do you think, Chad? What's my... Oh no, this card's scary. Not a great hand, not a bad hand. I mean, it's like my hand. It's pretty hard for my deck to have a great hand, to be honest. I guess dual lands would be a good start, so I can actually cast. Oh, that's gross. All right, that's pretty. That's as good as it gets, I think. That is really bad for me. And now the wasteland. Yeah, him into Dark Confident Wasteland. They've had some pretty good draws, but I mean their deck looks nice. I mean that's what Night's Whisper plays. Freebooter, cool. I mean this game's like I kind of put up a good fight, honestly. My deck was not the greatest. Some close matches overall. Lots of. I don't love Storm. I mean, my deck wasn't great. When you have a really good Storm deck, it's a bit more fun, but it's not the most fun to play. And like the Storm puzzle are not like the kind of puzzle I find fun. It's like pretty tedious puzzle. It's not really thinking about like how a game plays out. I think like the like early turns and stuff and how to build your deck, and that's interesting, but I mean the Storm puzzle are just like not fun, right? It's not really magic, it's just math. So it's like Inquisition too. I could have copied it. I don't know what that. Yeah, I mean, just try. Tough draft.